Nobody sat me down and taught me this. So I'm sitting you down right now. Most people are leaving hundreds of pounds a year on the table, and it's all from being in the wrong savings account. And no, that's not being dramatic. The Bank of England interest rate is currently sitting at 3.75%, and a lot of easy access savings accounts are now offering you anywhere between 3.5 and 4.5%. But the average high street bank is still about 0.5 to 1.5%. If you use some real money on £10,000, that's about £300 to £350 difference. Chip, Tembo, and Chase are some of the best ones at the moment, but honestly, just spend 5 minutes Googling what are the best savings account and pick the one that suits you best. Your 20s matter more than your 40s when it comes to investing. This is because of something called compound interest, and all it needs to work is time. If you were to invest £200 a month at the age of 22 into a global ETF, assuming about 7% annualized returns, you'd have £450,000 by the time you're 65. If you were to start that process 10 years later at 35, you'd end up with £160,000. A budget is not a punishment, it's permission. I used to think budgeting was about restricting yourself, being the person who's always saying no to an extra drink or going to see friends. But the reality is, when you put aside money and you know exactly what you can spend on things, you have a better time because you know you're not wasting money. Ultimately, you can spend that money guilt-free. I use the 50-30-20 rule. 50% on your needs, 30% on your wants, 20% on your savings and investment. Lastly, a 9 to 5 is not the only way to make money. In your 20s and 30s, everyone will want you to explore the career ladder, to get more money, to get that career and boost your salary as much as possible. And whilst that's a good idea, it's not the only way that you can make money in this world. Work on your skills, explore new avenues, and potentially take up that side hustle that you've been thinking about for ages. The ceiling on your income is much higher than the floor on your spending. If this landed with you, make sure to share it with someone who needs to hear this, and follow along for more tips and tricks.